Next coming to the stage is a very, very dear friend of mine. He just moved to LA, got a lot of shit going on. Folks, put your hands together for my man, Pete Buchbauer.
What's up, Improv? How you guys doing? So I'm the white man. Nice to see you guys. How you guys doing? Yeah, you're whiter than I am. That's true. That's a very nice shirt. You have Hagar? Are you wearing Hagar? Okay, so I just moved to LA, guys. I think I'm finally starting to make it. I stopped living in my car now, so that's a positive. Yeah. Do you guys know how hard it is to date when you're living in your car? Because when you pick a girl up, you're showing her your house. Like, that's not easy to do. I went on a date. I parked 5 blocks away because I didn't want her to see my house. And I walked to the restaurant. I thought it was a pretty good date. Thought things were going well. We finished. I was like, can I walk you to your car? She was like, no, I'm good. So I went in for a hug. She put up with a handshake. I was like, tonight cannot get worse. I get back to my car. It had been towed. You guys ever come back from a bad date and your house is gone? Like, that's a bad night. There's no coming back from that. Now, when I moved out to LA, I was actually in a relationship. I was dating someone. She was like, hey, when you're gone, let's try to do this long distance. And I was like, you know what? You see it in movies and TV. It's cute. Let's try it. Guys, long distance relationship is just a lot of masturbation and loneliness. It's basically marriage, is what I'm saying. So we finally broke up. She was like, I feel like I'm holding you back. Like, I feel like you can be dating out there in Los Angeles. What she didn't realize was that while in DC, I'm a 6, a 7 on a good day, in LA, I'm a troll. It is not easy to date in Los Angeles when you look like you'd play skinny Seth Rogen in a Lifetime movie. Like, it's not the easiest way to do things. But I've been losing weight. You're laughing way too hard at that. My self-esteem was here. Now it's right about here. I've been losing weight. I've actually lost 30 pounds since I moved to Los Angeles. Yeah. I had a friend of mine who was like, hey, you trying to get that LA beach bod? I was like, no, LA's expensive. I can't afford food. So this is where we're at now. But I've been auditioning, trying to get onto like TV and movies, because that's what you do, right? So I had an audition for a broadcast network television show, and I shouldn't tell you what it was. I didn't get the part, but it's about 2 impoverished women. And I went to this audition at this major broadcast network that's not ABC, NBC, or Fox. And I went to the audition. I felt good about it. I was like, sweet, this might be good. I might have gotten this part. I need that money. The next day they called. They're like, hey, we are going for a different visual aesthetic. Okay, that's the nicest way someone can tell you you're ugly. Just we're looking for a different visual aesthetic. A couple days later, it was announced in the magazine Variety who got the part. Guys, I lost out to 2 Chainz. Why the fuck are 2 Chainz and I auditioning for the same parts? This is what I want to know. That's more than a different visual aesthetic. That's a different visual ballpark altogether. The big thing is, like, I'm worried that now, no matter what job I go for, 2 Chainz is just going to show up and be better at it than me. Like, I get a job at Starbucks. He comes in for coffee. He's like, nah, give me the apron. Like, I just don't know. It's going to be bad news for me. I'm not ready for that kind of depression. I don't know. It's been weird. I was raised conservative. Any of you guys raised conservatively in a conservative household? This girl, the rest of the table, no, but this girl was. I was raised in a really religious household. It was so religious. I had a Sports Illustrated subscription growing up. And when the swimsuit issue came in, my mom tore it up and threw it away. And that's how I learned I was good at puzzles. So a couple years later, we get the internet, and I would print off naked pictures in black and white because I'm classy, and we didn't have a color printer. And I would take them, and I'd hide them in a book under my mattress. I saw it on TV. I thought it was a good idea. Problem was I had a stay-at-home mom, and I was bad at making my bed, so she found them. And she replaced all those naked pictures with Bible verses. And it is a lot harder to masturbate to Bible verses. I mean, it's not impossible. If you get the right verse, you're good to go. But a lot harder. But it's weird, it's an election year. The debate last night, that's been god-awful. Trump versus Clinton, or as I like to call it, alien versus predator, right? No matter who wins, we lose. Can we disagree, though, giving Donald Trump the nuclear codes like giving Kanye West a microphone at an award show? Just can use him irresponsibly to try and get attention. It's bad news for everybody. Trump says he wants to make America great again. Better idea? Let's make America Great Britain again. Am I right? I think that's the right route right now. I don't know. I've been thinking about things about the United States lately, things I find weird, like, why do we have a national bird? Why are they like, a bird, that'll define our patriotism. And why the bald eagle? Like, it's not even indigenous to most of the United States. But it occurred to me why the bald eagle's our national bird. If you look at the bald eagle, the head, the part that makes all the decisions, is white. And the body, the part that actually makes it run, black and brown, just like America. Right? Makes sense now, right? Just wait, they're gonna be teaching that shit soon, because I figured it out. I'm gonna give you guys one more and we'll get out of here. I love being in Los Angeles. My brother lives out there with my nephew and his wife. My brother's wife, not my nephew's. That'd be weird, he's 3. But before a show one day, my brother's like, hey, you wanna hang out with your nephew? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. You never get to see this kid. He's like, great, potty training's going well. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? Because it's simple. He needs to go to the bathroom. He's going to tell you. You put down a step stool, put down his booster seat. He'll take care of the rest. It's like, I went to college. Let's do this. So that day we're hanging out, watching Handy Manny. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Handy Manny. Fantastic children's program about teamwork. My nephew said he wanted to practice teamwork. I said, Uncle Pete, I got to go potty. I was like, all right, man, I've been trained. Let's do this. Step stool, booster seat. You all set? Gave me the Top Gun thumbs up. It's like, yeah, Maverick, I got this. It's like, cool, Goose, I'm going back to Handy Manny because I was invested. So like 2 minutes go by, and I hear, Uncle Pete, I done. All right, I guess I gotta go move his step stool. Guys, what I discovered when I returned to the restroom can only be described as a pantsless 3-year-old, perfectly executing downward-facing dog. You're welcome, sir. Presenting himself for the wiping. Guys, when someone tells you he takes care of the rest, that's the rest. Knew this kid's gonna shit by himself. He's done that since birth. He's been scratching his ass all day. He can reach. I don't have kids. I don't know protocol. I don't know from being Uncle Pete to creepy Uncle Pete. It's a thin line from happy birthday to catch a predator. I'm not willing to cross it. So I grabbed a little bit of toilet paper. It was like, whoop, I don't do your laundry. Let's go. And that's when my adorable 3-year-old nephew became Linda Blair in The Exorcist. As he turned around and went, wipe harder. And that's how I knew I was gonna have kids. Guys, you've been awesome. Thanks so much. Let's bring Chris back out here.
Keep it going for my man, Pete.